Yeah, cool. No worries. So who out there is someone that also sent through questions? Hey, Philip, how you going, mate?
Hey, Josh, how's it going? Can you hear me? Hello?
Good, mate. Yeah, good. Yep, got you loud and clear.
Okay. All good. We had a little interesting chat yesterday. I'm still working on figuring out exactly the numbers that you were and the questions that you were looking for.
Yeah.
And we were talking also about a little bit about leadership types of leaderships, right?
Yeah. We were.
And and I was stressing out a little bit because I'm the moment I choose to lead by example, setting the example of being the first one in the shop, the last one that leaves, and get everybody like inspired, let's say, by the passion that I put in, and so that they do the same. But I've been doing this now for about 4 months, and it's getting exhausting. I can't keep up. I need a break. I feel like it's enough. Enough is enough.
How many people in your office are you trying to inspire?
1, 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people. 5 people I'm trying to inspire. Yeah.
In your and they're working full time in your office?
No. 2 people work full time in the office, and 3 people work around. But I work constantly with them. We have like weekly meetings and check like progresses, how we're going forward and stuff. But I don't see them every day.
Okay.
I don't see them every day. Yeah. So 2 I see pretty much every day, but the others, quickly, it's a little bit on and off.
Tell me really quickly about their roles again.
So I have a public relation person working in the office that works as public relation and operation manager. One is the guide, and one person works at the websites right now because we're redoing the websites. One person is like staying after all the content, videos and photos to feed the social media and the website.
So what, admin or like, do they work alongside that designer or what?
Yeah, they help me out with they don't really have like a defined position. It's like hybrid because they are also guides sometimes. It's like a couple of them. It's like 2. It's like a couple that works with me. Yeah. With one, I'm developing the all the manuals, like procedure manuals and checklists.
Yeah.
Okay. With one guy.
Are you using the templates from the program, or have you?
We got inspired by them, but we're doing our own. We found something more like checklist, like all ticks. Okay, done this. A little bit different. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you paying them?
How much?
Yeah. Can you give me some rough idea? I just want to get a sense of.
Okay. I pay them standard Mexican wages. Okay. So the office lady is getting about $1,100 per month for 8-hour job. That's actually already like a good salary. The IT guy that does my website gets about $700 a month, but he's not full time for me, so he just works on other projects. He's like maintaining websites and setting them up. And the couple is also working for me like in a sort of a part-time team. They have other projects also, so they help me out and stuff.
Okay.
And so they are also at $1,000 per month.
All right. So I think like the good news is that I don't like the way it looks. That's the good news, because if I did, then you'd have a problem. We're like, oh, I don't know, I can't help you. It's just the way it is. I think you're going about it the wrong way. So you've got a really long, you've got a stable business. You've been operating for a long time. You've seen some really, you're a serious business. You're doing some serious revenue. You could do a hell of a lot more. I'll talk about that in a second. But your approach is honorable. Okay. I get it, but it's all wrong. Okay. Because it's not sustainable. When do you switch off? Because the second you take a dip, your staff get resentful. They're like, oh, where the hell's Philip gone? Philip's off. You're like, where, you know what I mean? Like, why you cannot continue that pace. It is not I believe as you grow, like it depends on the type of business that you want to grow. Okay. So the first thing is who's shouldering responsibility in the business? You, only you.
Yeah.
You're it. No one has any responsibility. You're the one that everyone reports to. You're the one that you need to check the metrics. You're the one that you need to be across performance. You're the one that people come to when they got problems, confusions. It's you, all you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that.
Yeah, I'm still at the end of everything. Yes.
Okay. You've broken up a little bit, and I've lost your video, but that's okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So
I did not hear everything you said.
Okay, so you're the one that shoulders all responsibility. Everyone reports to you. Everyone comes to Philip with their problems. Everyone comes to Philip for direction. Okay. Again, I can talk about what worked for me and what didn't work. And the best thing I did was invest in really good people to provide a layer of management underneath me. Okay. And I became a company director rather than someone on the tools all the time, where everything relied on them. If you continue to work at this pace, you're going to take a dip in performance. You've already told me that you become sort of frustrated with people, you know, that they can't keep up the same pace as you, you're not going to continue to be your best self by maintaining that kind of pace. So when I was that person as well, once upon a time, the best thing that I ever did was invest in a really quality general manager who reported to me.
That's a thing that I thought, because I was trying to do the opposite way. I was trying to build the business from the ground up. Let's say first the captains, I teach the captains, then I teach the dive master and the dive instructor, then I teach and get like all the positions. But maybe I should do it from upside down, like general manager, and then going down.
The first approach didn't work for me, and I don't think it's the best approach. That's my belief, and I believe that you'll be happier. It starts with a vision. And you have a little bit of undoing probably to do. What do you want your life to be like in 3 years from now? Tell me about it. Do you want ideally, what would you like to be doing in your business in 3 years from now? What would you like to be doing in your life? You know, like you went to a birthday party last couple of days ago and took half a day off. And you're like, wow, Josh, I'm like, mate, seriously, is that it?
Yeah.
No, tell me.
Like I said, the COVID changed the whole thing. Yeah. Because before, like I had like a busy 4 months where I was doing everything like I was doing now, but I did it only for 4 months, and for 8 months I was relaxing. So that was a good deal. I like that, because 8 months is a long time to get relaxed, and then I have like full power, full energy for going for the 4 months only. A good deal. But now, because of the COVID, and the decision to switch and to try to make the business profitable year round, I can no longer be that person in charge 12 months a year, because that burns me out. So that's
exactly.
Before I had a pretty great life, 8 months pretty much vacation, doing a little bit here and there. That was awesome. So it's the point that I'm reaching where I need to figure out how to get back there. And that's the difficult part. When
you create a vision, so for example, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but it starts with your staff. Like, hey guys, I am desperately passionate about my business. Here's what I want for my business. Here's what I see the vision in 3 years from now. Okay. I live and breathe this thing, but what I'm doing right now is not sustainable. And most importantly, it's not the best thing for my business. Okay. Because I'm not getting the level of enjoyment out of it because I'm in the weeds all the time. So here's what I want for my life. I want to be running a business that's doing X. I want the business to be doing da, 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 da. I also have put 8 hard years of blood, sweat, and tears into this business, and I need to be the best version of myself to take it forward. As a result, I need to be able to switch off for periods of time. I need to be able to take weekends off. I need to be able to, okay? So what I need you to understand is that I am so committed to this business. I've got so many exciting visions and dreams for it, but the way it's structured is at the moment is not sustainable. So here's what I'd like to do about it. You know what I mean? You need to be clear on your vision. Yeah. And because I wasn't clear on my vision, first of all, so people got their nose out of joint where I'd be off on a beach in Thailand for 3 weeks. They were like, where the hell have you gone? You know, but when I cleared out all the people that didn't align or didn't understand or didn't want to buy into my vision, I employed the right people who enjoyed the empowerment, who enjoyed the opportunities, who loved, who relished the opportunity to be responsible for things, to be empowered, in control, whatever. When I got those people and they understood what I wanted out of life and business, because they can't, I think they go hand in hand. That's when it all changed. And it started with a layer of management, with a general manager who said, you know, like kind of his attitude was, you've employed me to manage your business. So can you please butt out and let me manage your business? You've told me that you want to spend, you know, come into the office 2 or 3 days a week to sit down with me and strategize and meet our team. And you've relayed to me your vision for your life, what you want to look like. So allow me to do my job, you know? So that was, does that make sense? Like that was really, that was when it all changed for me. And it takes a lot of letting go, takes a lot of fear. You know, can I afford them? Are they going to do things the way I want them to be done? You know, and there's going to be some work involved to get, but that's what I believe you need, someone in the business to shield you from the day-to-day and to help either run or manage, or help you run and manage your business, to be responsible, have people to answer to them. Okay. For them to have, you know, performance indicators. That's really, really important. So that's it. I guess without overwhelming you, 2 places to start would be to start thinking about that. You know, what sort of role would it be? Some sort of office manager that just takes a chunk of responsibility from you, with a chunk of people who answer to them? Would it be a bigger investment? Someone that either can step up internally, or someone that you need to bring in that wants to be given the responsibility to improve themselves, to better their management skills, to take on more, so that you can, it means being really clear on what your vision is for your business. So leads me to the next step. How do you pay for all this stuff? Because if that's one of your concerns, well, so for all of you out there, without going too deep, Phil's got a business. A lot of it's geared around a really big whale watching season, which drives the lion's share of revenue from like January to March. But we talked yesterday, because Phil's got a lot of other stuff going on, and he's getting a plan in place. He's got amazing experiences, you know, like whale shark diving, snorkeling, you know, diving, whole bunch of other stuff that legitimately can turn his business into a 12-month a year business and completely iron out seasonality, which is what and we had you know, like a discussion yesterday, like, are these world-class experiences, or are they just like things that are just okay? And, you know, from what I understand, you have the products, the experiences to build a business that operates 12 months a year, that can deliver world-class experiences 12 months a year. Is that right?
That's what I believe. Yes.
Okay, great. And you understand who your audience is. So that you have a platform. And then the other question I had was, where are you driving your sales from? And we didn't really kind of talk about that. And that's so you've got the 12-month a year products. Now I thought why don't I just do this right, just to give you some sense of what I meant. And Philip, this will probably answer a couple of questions we had, but let's say you're talking, can you guys all see that? So I'll try and give you, might be helpful. I'll do it on like bigger. What do I? Just to give you a sense of, where my business was. So a lot of like you said your initial plan, Philip, was to be driving sales direct from your website, which is fine. But so let's say I'll try off the top of my head. So travel partners, when I sold my business, right, I was doing sales from a whole bunch of different places, direct, OTA, I'll just put that in there, hotels. Whoops. Why is that not working? Time for a new computer for me. Hotels. Where else was I driving sales from? So hotels, and I was driving sales on my corporate business. I was doing sales for like for mills, tourism associations. Like a lot of our like Visit Victoria, Tourism Australia were using me for highly paid for mills. They were using me to entertain their international agents. And then I had my outbound tours, like my worldwide journeys, so culinary tours to Spain. So when I was like doing, well over $2 million in revenue, let's say travel partners would have been.
Come on. I can't hear. Breaking up.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm here.
Okay, cool. So I thought you were
I'm here now.
Hotels. Why is it saying my connection's unstable? Hotels would have been about like probably 10%. My corporate business about 20%. What else have we got there? Tourism associations like maybe 5%, and then the remaining would have been about, probably 10%. Is that 100? Anyway, so I had this beautiful even wagon wheel of business. Okay, I was driving sales, and I never did any business from OTAs. Okay, which is quite interesting. So does that make sense to you? Like, so you've got the products, Philip, to go 12, like, year round.
Yep.
And at the moment, you're only really driving sales from a couple of places, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
they're
much. Your immediate, like, that's, and so for you, like, and we develop this further, but I think you're absolutely right. I reckon you will be better served flipping things, and going about it in the opposite way. So getting management in place to help you switch off, shoulder responsibility, stop being that one that is like trying to set the example. Be smart. I don't think you're ever going to find anyone that tells you that is the smartest way to scale a business. And if that's what you want to do, if you want a business that is a lot more doing much better revenues, more profitable, bringing you more joy, giving you a chance to do less of all the stuff that you're doing right now, et cetera, then I think that is a better approach. To find someone, it's going to take an investment, but to get a layer of management, and you could start small. It doesn't need to be that $100,000 a year general manager. It could be an office manager, someone either that you employ from within. You can give, if you've got good talent in your business right now, you can give them an opportunity to apply for a position in the way that anyone else externally would apply. But I think that is what you're crying out for, is support, to help shoulder that management. And then you have got, the world is your oyster. You have got the products, and you have got the scope for distribution. Like, you don't really have anyone, and we talked about that public relations manager. You've got no one really driving sales either, and those sales, like corporate sales, obviously direct, you've got the websites that are happening. That's fantastic. You've got the hotels that your public relations person is driving sales in. Travel partners. I mean, there is a world of travel partners out there that's with the right targeted approach. I mean, my top 10 travel partners were driving $1 million plus worth of business. 10 customers, 10 travel agents were sending me more than $1 million a year in sales. And I didn't have to work for that business, market to get that business. So it was just on autopilot. Every year on year, I would just be pretty much guaranteed, unless something happened with them, like they went under or like their business wasn't. But they were sending me consistent. I could actually just rely on around $1 million to $1.4 million in sales every year that was just on autopilot by developing the relationships with the right type of partners that can drive me that consistent business. And they exist all over the world. They exist in the US. And once you've got the relationship, once you've proven yourself, they'll just keep sending you bookings year in, year out.
How do you find those travel partners? What's the approach?
Lots of ways. Okay, where do we go with that one? That's a whole different conversation. Okay, so let me think about am I still showing my screen? No, I'm not. Okay.
No.
All right. So let me just punch in a couple of things. I'm just going to do a couple of quick searches for you. So there's various sources all over the world. Okay, so if I just do, all right. Okay, here we go.
Because I have some travel partners that I work already with, but they found me pretty much. Yeah, they found me. They have they have groups and they bring them down, and they're looking up to a partner, and those are awesome.
Okay,
but it's like
they're the ones you want.
Those are very sporadic.
Well, they're only sporadic because you're being reactive. Okay, so it takes another level of supporting your business for someone to drive those. Judy, an OTA is an online travel agent. So a Viator, Get Your Guide, one like that. All right, I just did a quick search. Take a look at this, guys. Have a look at this. So, you guys heard of Virtuoso?
No, never heard about it.
Virtuoso is a network of travel agents, okay? Premium travel agents. Like, they're discerning, they deal in the luxury market, they do expensive trips, they've got discerning clientele, they're global, they're autonomous, they have generally scope to choose their own types of experiences, products that they work with, rather than have it dictated to them by a bigger umbrella company. They can do whatever the hell they want. And they've got, their market might be like wealthy New York clientele, or it could be like country club cigar smoking, West Coast California, but those people will be doing $30,000 trips for their customers. Okay. So I just jumped on there on Virtuoso, and I could give you like a bunch of different types. So have a look here. I'm just trying to see what have we got here. How many pages? So all of these have contact details, view contact info. Okay. These are independent travel agents with a phone number, with an email. And let's see how many pages there are. There's 244 pages of Virtuoso travel agents.
Wow.
That have scope to grow your business. All right. So I did that in 3 seconds. Now, there's other groups like Valerie Wilson, Wendy Perrin, that have preferred travel agents under their umbrella that deal in that luxury market. Okay. So there are Facebook groups full of luxury travel agents. There are, and every single one of them has the scope to be sending you a crap load of business. Well, I mean, look, the fit might not be right. You need to, it takes, so you need a sales, you need someone in your business driving sales as well. And how do you do that? All right. So am I still sharing my screen? Yeah, I am. Let's go back over to, okay, let's go to here. So
is this something that I can outsource to somebody else eventually?
Well, yeah, 100%. Yep. Here,
because
check this out, right?
Yeah.
Take a look at this. Okay. So inside the tour business resources, you'll find this, your done for you outreach email script. You guys all seeing that? Okay. So this is something you've got access to. It's a done for you outreach email script to travel partners. Don't use it word for word. You can you give it your voice. Hi, blah, blah, blah. My name is, I'm the founder of. I was speaking with the product development turnover, I've put a few blue notes in here as well. Okay. So the blue notes are just the company notes. So here is an outreach email script that you can use, adapt, and iterate to start targeting travel partners. Okay. So I'm not going to go deep into that outreach email script, but it worked for me. It can work for you. Okay. With a bit of iteration. And yes, can you outsource that, Philip? Totally. You can have someone sending out tailored emails to hundreds and hundreds of travel because what we're also finding right now is that 2 years ago, there was a level of complacency within travel partners around the world because business was booming. You know, it was a really fruitful time. They had products that they used around the world. They couldn't be bothered looking for new stuff because they were just selling the same old stuff because people were buying it. But that's all changed. So that list of travel agents, I mean, I'll just do another quick search just to give you some kind of a, okay. All right. So take a look at this, right? Have a look at this. So if I go to another couple of sources, let's go to Visit USA. All right. So go and have a look around there. You're going to find a whole bunch of partners in destinations all over the US. There's going to be travel partners that you can find in those states and cities. All right. Here's the other one, the Brand USA. Go and take a flick around there. You're going to find a whole bunch of travel agents and travel partners in their network. What about the others that I just mentioned? Wendy Perrin. So I'm guessing you're going to find Wendy Perrin approved travel agents in there. Have a look around, have a flick around. There's the Signature Travel Network. There's Valerie Wilson, I think it is. Valerie Wilson. No, what is it? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, my point is you're going to find luxury or private travel designers all over the world that are autonomous and that have the ability to suggest or recommend different types of destinations and experiences to their preferred customers. Okay. So See that, find a travel advisor. Look at that. Search for the perfect advisor. You know what I mean? Like it is just a world of opportunity. Okay. So, So absolutely the outreach process, Philip, definitely you could outsource. You can create some really nice crafted outreach emails. Okay. And you can have someone do it. It's fairly menial stuff, you know, and then filtering the leads, you know, the responses, the engagement back to you. Yep, totally. You can do that. So I think I got off track a little bit there, but anyway, that is a way that you could definitely grow your business. And, you know, are there other ways to identify the right travel partners? Jump into Facebook and have a look around the luxury travel agents groups that are in there and jump in those groups, join the groups, ask some questions. Hey guys, what sort of destinations are big for you guys at the moment? Hey, is anyone struggling to, has anyone been, you know, struggling to send their clients to Europe and you know, you're not selling, you're not promoting, you're not spamming, you're not salesy. Just find out what's happening out there. Find out what people are struggling with, you know, like find out who used to sell Europe, but now selling Mexico because their customers don't want to go to Europe anymore. You know, there's a whole world of stuff. There's people like Facebook groups are unbelievable for that sort of stuff as well. Okay. So anyway, you could have a dedicated salesperson that could be driving that side of things as well. So I had a couple of questions in the chat.